Y'all, they out here trying to slow Barbie down. It'll make sense later. You guys, it looks like more people may be joining the lawsuit against Lizzo. Ron Zambrino, the attorney that is representing the accusers in this case, says his office has received inquiries from at least 6 other people. All right, let me give you a quick reminder. Lizzo is being sued by 3 former dancers who said they were subjected to a hostile work environment that included harassment, body shaming, and even being in a sexually charged environment. Now, Lizzo responded saying she is not the villain. She also said that she knows what it feels like to be body shamed and would never criticize nor terminate anyone due to their weight, all right? She also said that she's hurt, but won't let the good work she's done in this world be overshadowed by this. Now, as you all know, I spoke with one of the lawyers representing the accusers, and I did ask if his clients were looking to settle outside of court. Here's what he said. Okay, people across social media are wanting to know, do y'all plan to, are y'all looking to settle outside of court?
I'm planning to take the case to trial. So when we filed the case, I thought it's going to go in one of 2 directions, right? Lizzo was going to come out, apologize, try to make things right. And then, of course, we're reasonable people. We would have resolved the case. But now that she's denying the allegations and, her lawyer, they're coming out swinging, we would love nothing more than to expose Lizzo and her lies in a court of law. We have the witnesses. Our clients are likable. They are believable. So let's put 12 in a box and get ready for trial.
Did y'all catch that? All I'm going to say is there's still so much to be revealed in this case, and it's not our job to play judge and jury. I mean, unless you get called to be a part of the jury. Only to take a close look at the facts as everything continues to be revealed. Speaking of people possibly being banned or canceled, we all know that this Barbie movie has turned the world hot pink, bringing in $1 billion since it was released. But some countries are seeing red, child. All right, so Lebanon and Kuwait have decided to ban the film from all theaters across their nations, claiming it offends moral values. Now listen to this. Lebanon has accused the film of promoting homosexuality, and Kuwait claims Barbie carries ideas that encourage unacceptable behavior and a message that distorts the prevailing values of society. Now, the movie was supposed to be released in both countries later this month. I think that sometimes we forget how homosexuality is viewed in nations outside of the U.S., all right? We know that if we're going through it here in the land of the free, you can only imagine what other queer people are experiencing across the world. We have to continue to fight for the liberation and freedom of all people to love who they want to love and live how they want to live, so long as it is not harmful to others. We all know that times have been so tough over the last few years. Trust me, I understand. And it's definitely being reflected in the latest consumer credit report. Now, apparently, Americans' credit card debt is at a record level. Catch this, everyone. Collectively, we've hit $1 trillion for the first time ever. That's a lot of money. Now, the Advocate Channel's Cole Higgins has 3 tips for those of us who may be struggling to pay off our debt and desire to get back on track. Child, let me pay attention to this one.
Americans' borrowing habits reaching a historic milestone. For the first time ever, credit card debt levels have surpassed $1 trillion. That's according to data released Tuesday by the Federal Reserve Bank of New York.
What we're seeing here is more people carrying more debt. The New York Fed says credit card balances are at a record high for longer periods of time.
Meanwhile, a new bank rate survey finds 47% of U.S. credit card holders are currently carrying credit card debt month to month. It comes as interest rates have soared to levels not seen in over 2 decades.
The average credit card charges about 20.5%. So there are definitely some worrisome signs there.
Ted Rossman, senior analyst at Bankrate.com, has 3 tips for people holding a lot of credit card debt. 1, try the avalanche method. List your debts from the highest to lowest interest rate, make the minimum monthly payment on each, and then invest all your extra cash toward paying off the highest interest debt. Repeat until you've paid all your debts down. 2, consider a zero balance transfer credit card. It allows you to transfer your existing high-cost debt over to a new card and pauses the interest clock for up to 21 months.
For those 21 months, the ability to avoid interest is really powerful. That could save you hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars, depending on how much you owe.
And 3, get your spending under control. Bankrate suggests focusing on basic necessities and obligations and delaying major purchases like cars. For Consumer Watch, I'm Cole Higgins.
What started with one deep dive investigation in South Florida, and I do mean diving, as in the water and swimming, ended in a dozens more. Can you believe that these divers found a vehicle graveyard at the bottom of a lake? I can't make this up. All right, the Advocate Channel's Jeremy Roth has more.
A cold case search for clues turned into a massive salvage mystery when 32 vehicles were found submerged in a South Florida lake. Dive teams were searching the lake in Doral as part of a missing persons investigation when they made the startling discovery. Dozens of vehicles spread all around the lake's murky depths. No connection to the initial cold case has been found, but police have already linked at least 4 to stolen vehicle reports, some dating back as far as 1996. The search continues for links between other crimes and this unsettling underwater automotive graveyard. And from the depths to dizzying heights, fire and rescue authorities in Italy saved 2 Italian climbers found stuck on a mountainside, perched on a cliff more than 9,000 feet up. Whoa! The rescue service choppered in and plucked them out, safely returning them to someplace presumably much, much lower. Finally, a Texas woman learned the hard way to keep her eyes on the skies after she says a snake inexplicably fell from above and attacked her while she was mowing her lawn. And then a hawk showed up and joined in the chaos. There's no video of the encounter, and frankly, I'm glad. It sounds terrifying.
The hawk came down 4 times to get the snake off of my arm. When I looked down, I had blood all over my clothes. I had blood all over my arm.
Her theory is the hawk dropped its dinner and then came back to reclaim it. Luckily, she didn't sustain any bites, but was treated for arm injuries from this bizarre double dive bomb attack.
I couldn't believe what was happening.
For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Listen, y'all know I am always so intrigued, too intrigued actually, with bizarre news. Well, the Advocate Channel's Patrick Cornell is bringing you a sinking ship, a flying car, and the kid who cashes in his chickens for a good cause. You've got to take a look at this.
A few fishermen reeled in an unexpected catch after spotting this quickly sinking ship off the coast of New Jersey.
I see a bunch of guys screaming on the back of their boat and just waving their arms.
The crew of the Gemini changing course to save the stranded sailors one by one, hoisting them from the sea to the safety of the vessel.
Hey, thank you guys so much.
The entire rescue taking only a few minutes.
I asked them, did you make a distress call? They go, no, we didn't have time. It really, I've never seen something happen so quick.
And, wait, how in the heck did that get up there? Police in Pennsylvania say a driver went full Fast and Furious, reportedly launching the car from a roadside ditch into the second story of this home. Luckily, no one inside the house was hurt, but as you can see, the damage was severe. And get this, police say that act potentially on purpose. The driver had to be taken to the hospital and may soon be headed to the slammer to face a long list of charges. Okay. How about we slow down and focus on something sweet? That's 9-year-old Callan holding a couple of chickens. The Wisconsin kid turned those birds into serious bucks, $12,000 worth, and all for a great cause. Callan's younger brother, 4-year-old Cashton, is battling stage 4 cancer, and being a good older brother, Callan wanted to help. A family friend helped Callan sell the animals at the Rock County Fair, with the cash helping to fund Cashton's treatment.
The support from everyone is overwhelming and wonderful. I mean, our gratitude and thankfulness on it all is beyond what we can even express most of the time.
For Take a Look at This, I'm Patrick Cornell.
Always remember that, listen, your work speaks for itself. And if you're asking yourself, this girl loves green, the answer is, I sure do. See you tomorrow, girls. I can finally do